99 Secrets. If you sufficiently demonstrate value, you should never have to justify your price. So what do I mean by that? Do you ever get stuck or in a pickle when you know that a client is either asking you price or thinking about what it's going to cost? Well, if you do, you're not alone. It's a really big challenge that most advisors face. And to be honest, most of the work that I do in the pricing space is not actually about the price, it's about value. Because in the majority of cases, the reasons clients push back on price is actually when they don't understand the value or how valuable you are to them in the relationship that you're going to be having. I'll give you an example. So a friend of mine wanted to buy some new sneakers. He was going to go back to running after many years of having kids and really giving up exercise. And he decided he wanted some Nike runners, so he went to Athlete's Foot. When he got there, the sales assistant came up and asked him a number of questions. So, what are you going to be doing? And he said, well, I'm getting back into running. And then she said, so where are you going to be running? On asphalt or on a treadmill? He said, oh, on asphalt. How far are you going to be running? He said, oh, I don't know, 5, 10K, sort of nothing more than that. Are you going to be listening to music while you're running? And she continued to ask him a whole series of questions. Once he'd answered all the questions, she went out the back and she got him 3 shoes and made him try on the first 2, see which one he liked. Then when there was one he chose that he liked best, she then took out the 3rd shoe and he put that on, came to a decision, and he picked up those shoes. And the first time he ever knew what the price was when he got to the counter and the sales assistant at the counter said, and that will be $250. He kind of had ballpark in his mind that he was going to spend $200 on a new pair of Nike shoes. However, because these shoes solved all his problems he didn't even know he had, he was quite happy to pay the $250 without even wincing once. And that's because the sales assistant had justified the value because it was a solution to his problem. However, had the sales assistant said, and those shoes will be $400, he might not have bought them. But if you can justify value sufficiently, and as long as the price is relative, you shouldn't have to justify your price.